Hello and welcome back to another episode of Building with B. I'm so excited for today's episode and I really hope you are too. We had so much fun building this little red bridge on stream the other day. It's just so cute and practical. I've been swimming back and forth across this lake for ages, so having this here really helps a lot. We also made a trip to the end the other night, but more on that in a little bit. This episode, we're going to be working on a bridge, one that's a little bit bigger than this one. I'm super excited for this build and I just can't wait to start. It's going to be quite long, connecting our Tree Fae to the mountain over here and sectioning off our valley from the other side. I'd love to build it out of pale oak and quartz, and I haven't had much of a chance to play around with the pale oak blocks yet, so I'm really looking forward to using them as our main palette. This is what I envision for our bridge. Today we're going to be building the central arch for the main entrance. Since this is such a massive project, I think we'll be splitting the build into two parts. Legend has it that two stars fell from the skies and landed on opposite banks of the river. They took the form of stags to protect the elvish folk from harm, balancing the silken stars above with the verdant earth below. These are the guardians of the Pale Bridge, two stags who stand tall over the river. They mark the boundary of the elvish territory as symbols of harmony, justice, and fallen stars. At night, their golden eyes glow to guide merchant barges and passenger boats safely through to the docks. I hope you like that little bit of lore. A few of you asked for more stories in the comments of the last episode, and I'd love to keep shaping our world this way. I kinda hope it makes everything feel just a little bit more immersive. We are gonna need a lot of materials for this build, including a boatload of pale oak, so let's go gather everything we need. While we gather some wood, I figured I'd answer a question from the comments. Denesto asked, I'm genuinely interested to know who are some of your favourite fantasy authors, artists, and or creators. I'd have to say I'm a huge fan of Terry Pratchett. I haven't read all of his books yet, but the ones I have, I absolutely love. I'm so drawn to the way that he builds his characters and worlds. For artists, I've always loved Ahmed Eldori. His work is so unique and was a huge inspiration to me in my teens. As for creators, I don't think I have a favourite fantasy creator in particular, but I will say I'm inspired by so many people in this community, artists and Minecraft builders on YouTube, and the people around me. But yeah. Thank you so much for your question. I'd love to hear everyone's favourite fantasy artists and authors in the comments so that I can check them out too. I'm always looking for more inspiration. After gathering all the wood we needed, we actually headed to the end on stream. It was my first ever solo dragon fight and it was such a fun time. We walked away with some wings and a few much needed shulkers to help keep our projects organised. But just a little warning, I am definitely a lover, not a fighter, so my combat skills are, not the best. Now that we have all of our materials safely tucked away in shulker boxes, building this bridge will be so much easier. I've even sorted out my ender chest to include shulkers with various building supplies, which is a total lifesaver in a pinch. Since we have elytra now, I'd love to set up a quick creeper farm so we're a little bit more comfy on rockets. So let's get some music going and get to work. So the farm isn't exactly pretty yet, but I do plan to beautify it later on. For now, we just need the rockets, and it's far enough away that I think this big ugly box isn't too visible. Let's hope. So now that we're stocked up on rockets, I think it's time to start building. I'm just going to start by terraforming the riverbanks. So we're not going too crazy yet, as I'd like to add a boat or two later and transform the entire river. We'll also be extending the mountain to meet the ends of the bridge, so everything flows smoothly. And there we have it. The terraforming for the river and entrance is all done for now. Like I mentioned, I think we'll extend the river further out and maybe even add a little dock at the end. I do love the little blue flowers, and I'm hoping that we can kind of add a bit more nature to the area eventually. Now that this area is ready, we can finally start the Pale Bridge. So let's get to it. Wow, that took a little while, but we are all done, and I'm just so in love with how the stacks turned out. All of those tiny details were a lot of work, but so worth it. I used glowstone for the eyes so they have that lovely golden glow at night, just like in our story. I also used a little bit of lichen and end rods to make the arches glow, just to add some magic to the lighting. Anyway, I'd love to see how our bridge looks with shaders, so let's take a look. And here's to 1,000 subscribers. Well, actually, technically, we're at like 1,500 now. I actually started this episode, I think, when we hit like 500. You guys are amazing, and I could not have done this without you. So, here's to many more episodes. I've been having so much fun making these videos, and yeah, it's all thanks to you guys. So thank you. So with that, I think we shall wrap things up for today. if you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment and I will do my absolute best to respond to everyone. I'll also pick one out to answer in the next episode. We also have a Discord community that everyone's welcome to join. There are so many wonderful builders and some genuinely lovely people in there. I'll put the link in the description for those of you who would like to check it out. Thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate every single one of you. So enjoy the rest of your week, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!